Now, if you're anything like me, you love going out with your camera, but time is precious. You want to make sure that the time that you do go out, your chances of success are up here. The old saying of fail to plan to fail really does come in. So in this video, I'm going to show you something that I've set up, which literally in seconds gives me all the information I could possibly need to make sure that my chances of success are definitely increased, but also time out with the camera is much more enjoyable and stress-free. But first, this. Now, if you love photography, love taking photographs and enjoy editing your images, then why not join us in the free photography community on School? It's a safe space for like-minded people with an active forum of thousands of members from all over the world where you can connect, hang out, learn and share. There's also a classroom, a members map and a member events page for events happening all over the world. There's no algorithms, no ads, none of that social media rubbish, but it's exactly how social media should be. On screen there's a link and a QR code, or you can simply click the link in the description of this video and we'll see you there. So nowadays we have so much information available to us at our fingertips, and in fact when it comes to planning on-location photography trips like landscapes and seascapes, there are hundreds if not thousands of apps available to us on our mobile phone. But for me, that is a big part of the issue. There is so much choice, and literally every single day there seems to be a new app being added in. So I kind of never know, which one to use for what. There's so much choice. Now, I do use one app in particular that tells me the position of the sun, and that is incredibly useful. But for everything else that I want to know about the location where I'm going and the conditions, I use AI. So I'm going to show you how I use it, and it is incredibly simple to do. And it also doesn't matter which AI platform that you use. I'm going to show you on Google Gemini, but exactly the same will be able to be done on ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude or whatever. But first of all, before I show you how I do it, let me show you all I need to do to get the results that I want. All right, so here I am then in Google Gemini. So I've got a simple interface just here. Now over on the left-hand side, I'm just click to open up this menu, and you'll see here, look, I've got this thing here, Seascape Photography Planner. I'm going to click on that and it changes the screen to this. I'll just close that back down. And you can see the title says, Seascape Photography Planner, just tell me when and where you're going and I'll do the rest. So let's just say that this coming Saturday, I plan to pop down again to Cornwall to photograph Godrevy Lighthouse, which is where I was just a few days ago with some great friends. And boy, did we have a great time, got some great results. So all I need to do to get the information that I need is just put in the location. And I'll say, so Godrevy Lighthouse this coming Saturday. That's all I need to put in. Then I'll press enter or return. And literally within seconds, you'll start to see the screen populate with all the kind of information that I particularly want to know. So straight away, look, we've got the weather conditions here. So we've got the temperature, the precipitation and the wind. And as we move down, look, the lighting elements, sunrise, sunset, the wind, the cloud cover, what's the ocean like, the tide times, the heights of the tide, emergency and logistics. I've got this one down in here in case one of us, when we're out, we have a bit of an injury. We know exactly where the nearest hospital is. We've got the contact number. I've got details for the police, the drone, information about the drone here. And that's one of the reasons why I've got things like, as well, information for the nearest airfield, the nearest air traffic control. Because if I do choose to fly my drone and for some reason I lose contact with it and it just keeps on going, I need to let the airspace know that there's a rogue drone flying through. Also, little things like parking. What kind of parking is available? And also, nowadays, we either pay by cash or by apps. So what is the payment type? Where can I get food and fuel? And so many other different things that I can get. And obviously, this list here, it's not kind of like limited. You can put in anything that you want. You can tailor make it for the kind of things that you would want to do. So the process for putting this together, let me just show you that. Right, so all I'm going to do then, I'm going to go over to create a new chat. So here we are, look, we're starting from scratch, a new chat. And what I need to do first of all is to get Gemini to, from scratch, to give me the information I need about a particular trip that I'm going to go on. I get it to do that, and then I get it to create what's called a system prompt so that it knows the information that I want in the future, and it's much quicker for me to do it. But let's just say that we're going to start from scratch, okay? Now, I could type this in, but I tend to use like a dictator. It's an app called Whisper, which is fantastic. So I'll speak this into the text box here. So I'm planning on going to Godrevy Lighthouse in Cornwall this coming Saturday to take photographs. But I need to know some information about the area before I go down there. Can you let me know all the information I need, such as sunrise and sunset times, the tide times, the tide heights, what the parking is like there, accessibility, what are the payment types for the parking, and are there any local events happening on the day that could affect how I get there? So obviously, you can increase this list and put in those things that you want. Great thing is afterwards as well, if you think of something else, you can add it in there for it. So just because you don't do it now doesn't mean to say that you can't add it in later on. But this is what I've just got in here. So just to see what it would come up with from scratch, first of all. So here we go. So it's coming up with all the information, look, parking, main car park, second car park, payment methods, accessibility. It's telling me what the actual surfaces are like for walking there, toilets, any local events. This one is a real big one because what you don't want to do is get caught up in any kind of, road closures and stuff like that. So this is what it's given me for the information that I requested just here. And like I said, you could add in more, but you can add in more later on. So once you've got all the information that you want, this is the next thing that you need to do. You need to create that system prompt. Can you now create a system prompt from this so that we could do this from scratch? So that the next time you can give me all of this information, but all I need to tell you is where I'm going and when I'm going there. So now it'll then look at that information and come up with kind of like a formula that it would need for itself to be able to give me all the information that I would want, but it will then allow me later on just to tell it the location and the date. So let's have a look here. This is what it's done. This is really interesting. Look, it's put here the photography location scout prompt, the role. This is the role it's giving it itself. You are an expert photography location scout. Your goal is to provide a comprehensive data-driven briefing for a photographer visiting a specific coastal or landscape location. Trigger, the user will provide a location and a date. And this is the way it's written this, purely by me asking it to give a system prompt. So everything is in here. The tone, the voice, absolutely everything. So now look, it's telling me how to use this. And this is where you can get it to, you remember right at the start there where I clicked to open the left-hand side of the screen and it was already there, the Seascape Photography Planner. Because what you don't want to do is to go through this process every single time. You just want to be able to give it the location and the date that you're going. So you create something in Google Gemini called a gem, but in ChatGPT, you would create something called a custom GPT. And other platforms have their own phraseology for it as well. So let's have a look at this. So all I'm going to do is copy this. So I'll copy all of this text here, this system prompt, all the way up to here and press Control-C or Command-C to copy it. Then I'm going to come over to the left-hand side to expand this menu again. And here we've got this section where I originally clicked on that Seascape Photography Planner. This is where we save those gems. So where we've got the word gem, we've got this little arrow here. I'll click on that and it'll open up the gem manager. And you can see some other ones that I've got just here. But what I'm going to click on is create a new gem. And I'll give it a name and we'll just put photography location planner. Description, and we'll put in something like, let me know where you're going and I'll do the rest. So just a little bit of a description. And this part here, the instructions, this is where you paste all that information that the AI made for that system prompt. So I'll just go Command or Control and V. So that is all in there now, like so. And that is pretty much it. That's all I need to do. So now I'll click on Save. So that is all done. Close that down and I'll just go back as if we're back here starting from scratch in Google Gemini. All right, so now let's just try it, the one we've just made. I'll open up the menu. I'll go to my gems section and here it is, Photography Location Planner. I'll click on that. And in here, in fact, you can see, look, there's the title. There's that little bit underneath we put. And in here, all I'm going to put is, we'll put in Lyme Regis tomorrow. And let's just see what it brings up. Just that information that I wanted to know initially that we typed in. So there you go, look. Straight up. Wow, I mean, look at this. There we go. It's given us the everything here, the sunrise, sunset, golden hour times, location and logistics, potential disruptions, so much information that it can give you just there. Now, the great thing about this is you could print this out, or if you've got the corresponding app on your mobile phone, it'll all be on there for you as a previous conversation if you've done this planning before you've gone. Or you could just do it directly on your mobile phone and save that conversation. So really, really useful. So that's how to easily set this up. But if later on you think of some other kind of information that might be useful for you when you're planning a photo shoot, you can add in extra information. So just to give you a quick look how I do that in Gemini, let's just go into where I've got my gems. Here's my main one here, my Seascape Photography Planner. And if I click on the 3 dots here, I can then go to Edit. And then simply in the instructions, I could type in, like say, number 7 is the last bit here, look, local events. I could just add in an extra one, number 8, whatever I wanted to know, like road conditions. Is there any kind of diversions or road closures when I'm going that I need to be aware of? Because one thing I will do with this as well, even though I plan it, in advance, on the morning of when we're going to go and do the photo shoot, like we did this last weekend, I'll quickly just check on my phone because the gem is on my phone as well within the Gemini app. And I'll just put, again, the location, and it'll scout out everything just to let me know the latest information so I know really in advance what to expect. But a good one to add in as well is road conditions, because in that time, like an hour or so before you go, you'll get to know, are there any diversions, any roadblocks, anything at all that's going to affect your journey getting to where you're going. So it's endless. The kind of stuff you could put in here is endless. But for me, this is a huge time saver. You saw that all I need to do is tell it where I'm going and when I'm going. And there's so much information that you can get the AI to pull in for you to save you having to go around countless apps. So just something that I thought I'd share with you. It really helps me, and I am 100% convinced it's increased my success rate when I go out to do a photo shoot, but also it's increased the enjoyment and reduced the stress when I am going out as well. So there you go. Hope it's useful. I'll catch you in the next video.